Education is the bedrock of any nation. We all as humans go through the process, formally or otherwise. For those who pass through the walls of schools, they expect this to come without any hassle. But Nigeria has for a long time been embroiled in incessant strike actions that has brought the sector to its knees. I went around to get a feel of those directly affected by this. From the moment a child is born, education is introduced as a part of life. But for many years in Nigeria, this learning process, expected to be seamless, gets to a point where it becomes cumbersome, experiencing breakdowns in its administration.
Josui to Ed. You understand? Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, this point is probably the most important, as it is where the individual finally decides a path to take in life. The story of strike actions in tertiary institutions in Nigeria is not new, and a sad part of the nation's most promising sector. For the past 2 years, the budget allotted for education has been short of astronomical. 4.69 trillion in 2014 and 4.987 trillion in 2013. So, with this much financial support, what is responsible for the constant battle between the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, and the federal government? So much is expected from the new government led by President Muhammadu Buhari in various sectors of the economy, and education is top on that list, probably after security. We visit the University of Lagos in southwest Nigeria to get a feel of what students and lecturers anticipate from the federal government. The longest these students have stayed at home in recent times is 6 months, an experience they never want repeated.
I stayed 6 months at home. That was in 200 level. Yeah. During the Maulag, wherever.
How did that make you feel?
It was devastating. It wasn't a good idea at all, because staying at home, doing nothing, watching TV, because nobody will stay at home reading. As a student, it's not easy to read, because you just be at home, you just be useless at home, doing nothing. It's not easy to read like that, and time is going. Should be in the labor market, making money for our parents and ourselves, you understand? I'd like to see education improve in the state of management, because I study industrial relations and personnel management. So I want the government of Buhari should manage students as an entity, because we are human beings and we are very, very efficient and very important in the whole market of labor. So I can do something about that.
ASU strike is really annoying. The longest was for 6 months, and it was really terrible, staying at home, hoping month after month that the strike was going to be cancelled and we're going to resume school. A lot of time was wasted. People in private university have gone far ahead of us, people that were backwards. And getting back into the school, they are rushing everything. We don't really have time to learn. Most of the time it's just cram. Most of the lecturers don't teach the whole syllabus because there is no enough time to take everything. Well, with the change coming in, change in government, change in power, I really hope that President General Muhammad Buhari will make things better, will bring the change we hope to see. I'm really hoping there will be no ASU strike, because we are hearing lecturers are having problems, that the money held with the former government and all, that they might go on strike, but I hope that won't happen so that we can graduate this year.
It was boring. Being idle is not fun, and being uncertain about certain things wasn't good at all. I was feeling real bad about it, so we couldn't wait for the thing to end as quickly as possible. Basically, the strikes have to end, like, totally. We don't want to see any of those horrible scenarios anymore. They aren't good for us, they're not good for our lecturers, they're not good for the reputation of the country's education system. So we just need a better concentration on the educational system, more funds put into place, and we want a better environment to learn and better environment for our lecturers to teach us.
I would want to implore the new president-elect to please pay the lecturers on time, not delay their fees, and make sure we have facilities that wouldn't cause riots around the school. Because to the sciences, if they don't have enough to produce in the outer world after the academic session, then they would want to protest for them to have a better communication with the outer world after school. So that could cause a little bit of problems in the school.